Okay, so first I cleaned and sanded the top of this, then taped everything off, as you can see. That should just roll on the counter. Just roll this till you get it nice and smooth. Okay, so I've rolled that out nice and smooth. And in these little corners, I'm gonna take the paintbrush and kind of just get those corners real good. So I've got the little edges with the paintbrush, and now I'm just gonna roll this part out. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on the second coat. And you'll see that it'll cover a lot better. It dried for like 30 minutes or more. As you see, it's covering it a lot better once you put the second coat on. And just roll it out. Make sure it's nice and smooth. You really should take the paintbrush and kind of get in these first. Like that. Okay, second coat is on. Let that dry. Okay, so the next step is the stone coating. This stuff is really cool, but you really got to make sure you stir it because it's all clumped up at the bottom before you pour it in your pan. Y'all, this stuff, it's literally like wet sand at the beach with broken shells in it, but I'm gonna kind of get in these corners a little before I start rolling. Okay, so when you wet this roller, like, you really gotta sink it in there and get it nice and wet with the whole thing covered. And then they say you want to roll in like an X formation, just so that you can get it spread out a little bit. You gotta kind of push down a little bit to get it. To get it spread out, go different ways. Really just want to kind of push it around and get all that sand spread around, and then start rolling it. Get it clumped up in some areas, and you just got to keep removing it. Turn in your roller different ways. So when you get little areas like this that don't have quite as much, I'll just take my roller and kind of pat it and then roll it and spread it in those areas that don't have quite as much. You do the brush different ways to get it to spread out. And don't forget to do a little front area. Camera doesn't want to focus. Just have to keep dipping and getting more shells. Okay, so once you got it, all the little areas filled in, you don't have any big bare spots. I usually give it one little easy roll. Push real hard, because then you'll move the sand around once you get it into place. Give it that little extra roll. So anybody that knows me knows that I love sparkles. I ordered these on Amazon. This did not come with the kit, but I am sprinkling sparkles because I like it to shine a little bit. And we do have to do another layer, so I don't really know that they need to go on this one, but can never go wrong with sparkles. Too many sparkles. I will probably do too many sparkles because that's what I do. But you do you. And I'll do it how I like it. But this did not come with it. I added that. Alright, so this area back here was kind of hard because my roller's bigger than that area. But I just kind of dipped my paintbrush and dabbed. And then once I got a good amount in there, I kind of took my roller, just kind of did it like this to spread it out. And that worked pretty good. So, alright, so we've done first layer here and behind the sink. And now I'm getting ready to roll this one. When you first do it, it's like really splotchy, but that's alright because the more you like turn your brush different ways, it'll start spreading out and push down, and then you can fill the holes in once you sorry, not doing very good holding the video and doing it at the same time. I'm not that coordinated. But I did not do my hair for this video, so I'm not being in it. But anyway, you got a little bit of time. It doesn't dry. Alright, I'm getting ready to do the second coat, but when I tell you that you got to stir this stuff up, see how creamy that is? Look at it. All that's at the bottom. So you have to really stir this up good. It's like all stuck down at the bottom. Okay, so now that we've done 2 coats and it's dried for 2 hours, now you have to sand it. And it came with sandpaper. Okay, now that I've sanded it, it will look kind of dull, but that's just because the dust on it. Once you wipe it, it does not like to focus. Once you wipe it, it looks better. So now it has to sit for 24 hours before we can put the clear coat. Okay, now it's time for the finishing touches. I put the clear coat. I'm going to do it kind of in these little creases right here with the brush. Like so. Just make sure it gets in the corners good. I'm just going to roll the rest of it. It's just shiny, so brings out a lot of the color. You don't want to overwork this too much. Alright, so that's super easy to do. And then I'm going to add my sparkles, because when I sanded it, it kind of took some of them away. And again, these did not come with the kit. This is my personal touch. Okay, so I have finished the countertops. And to celebrate, we made some Halloween cookies. So, turned out really, they turned out really good. Way better than I expected. This is the, I feel like you really can't see the sparkles. As many sparkles as I put on there. Yeah, I know my sink always has dishes in it. Still got some trim to paint and little things like that. A little bit of caulking, but they turned out pretty good. I'm impressed.